I'm not. Fuck. Where do I place this? Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna place it right here. Right there. Home. Yeah. So when you come home, right? Whatever time you come home from wherever the fuck you're coming from, right? Bam. You don't think about it. I don't think anyone does think about it. No one thinks about it. That you have a roof, right? Whatever version of comfort. Two keywords now. Home, comfort. You don't think about us. You don't think about those things, right? Food, nutrients, nourishment, and a toilet. Yeah, privacy. Closed. No. You know, I've always said this. I've always thought about it. I don't know. I hope I'm the first nigga to think about that shit. God, yes, real or not, gave us everything. I'm talking about Genesis right here. Getting all biblical on you motherfuckers. Adam and Eve. They had everything. They had everything. They had everything. They had everything. You don't know the meaning of the word everything. Just they had everything. But we are those people. We have everything. Except that God gave us everything. Except for one thing. That thing he didn't give us, he denied that shit. He was like, no, I'm gonna give you everything. You know what I mean? Everything. You have everything. You got dreams, pursue them. You got whatever go for it. No, I don't know about the other people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure it's like a blind motherfucker, like everything or whatever. But everything, right? Yeah. Except for one thing. Privacy. God didn't give us privacy because he's everywhere. You know, like clinical depression. He's everywhere. You can have everything. God is just right there. Like it's always like a weird threesome with him on the corner. Just it's what I don't know. That's what they make it seem like he's watching you. Like really? Yes, I'm sure he's watching me right now. But fuck it. So you wanna know the moment where you get to think about shelter, food, bathroom, when you're homeless. When you wake up one day and you don't have a roof over your head and you don't have that shit that you never thought about. You never thought about how you have a bed, a fucking pillow. You never thought about it. It's like how you would wake up in a hospital, but then just like that, just you instantly forget that like a week ago you was having a time of your life, right? I don't know. I don't know how it works when you like good times is always like, and sad times always like you really like, fuck. Because every time you're in a hospital, maybe because of a bad decision, you're like, I promise I'm never gonna fuck again without a condom. That's never gonna fucking happen. Or I gotta stay away from that bitch, right? The moment you just, yeah, you become better. You just say, where you at, Keisha? Yeah, I was just thinking. Nah, I had to visit my grandma. You lying. You was at the hospital. Bitch, you gave me HP, whatever the fuck, vagina problems. But I'm just saying, the moment you don't, one of the hardest things for us to do as people is like adjust and accept. We always fight. Always fighting. Like personally, I don't like fighting. I'm like I'd rather not like fuck that shit. I mean fuck it. Why? You know what I mean? My first why? Why? No. Ugh. So I just wanna say to everybody in relationships, whatever they are, platonic, family, you don't think about that because unless from a cartoon or a rap song or a poem, the moment you realize someone loves you, you start taking them for granted because whatever the fuck you do, they'll always be there because they're clinging on to whatever the version of you that they are. I've always said my mom, I'm holding her hostage. She needs to let me go. She does, but she will never. It's biology or whatever the fuck. Mom, I don't know. Don't be fucking good for my soul. That moment you're like, you'll be very much surprised. That's when you start thinking about what's in a house. You know what I mean? The weather is real. Shit you read about or hear about. Mm. You start experiencing the actual weather when you're homeless. And it's hard to be homeless when you once had a home. Then you gotta go through it. There's nothing in the streets. Unless if you're like a billionaire playboy, philanthropist, whatever the fuck. Then I think maybe, yeah. If I'm in that position, I think I would like, like it's cool. Like it's cool. Just swipe right. A lot of lonely bitches out there. It's sad. It's I had a rumble. It's my turn.